and welcome to your weekly workout. Today we're going to do another dumbbell workout just for the legs. My favorite day, leg day. So this is so great because you can do it at home, you can do it at the gym, you can do it when you're traveling. You can also improvise. Like if you don't have two dumbbells, just find something that you can weight your movements with and call it good. So this is a giant set, which is essentially just a big circuit. We're going to do all of the exercises in a row, rest for a minute, and then start back up at the top for a total of 4 rounds. So we're going to begin with a reverse lunge to a squat. Grab each of your dumbbells, and I'm going to keep my dumbbells right down by my side. We're going to reverse lunge, so I'm going to step my left foot back, and then as I come forward, I'm going to come into a squat. And then I'm going to switch sides, reverse lunge to squat. Reverse lunge to squat. You're going to end up doing 20 squats total, and this is great because your quads are loaded the entire time. So, reverse lunge to squat. Big burn. Then you're going to set one of your weights down for a sumo squat to a dumbbell squat. So we'll start with that wider stance, toes slightly turned out. I'm going to hold the dumbbell right down below here. We're going to do a sumo squat. And then we're going to take the weight to our chest, flip our palms, step the feet in, and do a goblet squat. Wide sumo, step in goblet. Sumo, goblet. Sumo, goblet. 12 total. And 12 is both of the movements. That is 1 rep. Then we've got a lateral lunge. I'm going to hold the weight in my right arm as my left arm goes out to the side. So sit down and back, and then come back to stand. Do all 12 on the left, and then switch sides. And as you're doing this, be mindful that your butt goes back so you have room to squat down. Lateral lunge. Step together. Lateral lunge. Step together. The knee follows the toes. 12 per side. Then we've got one of my favorite movements. Stiff leg, single leg deadlift. So let's balance on our left leg to begin. Where you hold the weight depends on really what helps you balance best. So I oftentimes like to start with my weight in my opposite hand just to counter the balance. Hips and shoulders square to the front. Make sure your balancing foot, toes point straight ahead. Hand on hip, hand out to the side. If you struggle with balance, grab onto the wall. Hinge at your hips, keep the chest lifted, come about halfway down, squeeze the glute and hand to stand. Lower, stand. Lower, stand. You do not have to go super low because you want to keep the form. We've been talking a lot about that hinge movement. Keep the spine long, the chest open, don't round through the back. I'll show you from the side. So hips and shoulders are now squared. I'm going to put my arm out for balance. Hinge till you feel that stretch. And then squeeze to stand. You don't need to go fast here. Think form over speed. The other thing I want you to look out for is don't let the leg behind you, don't let that hip roll open. Everything stays square to the front. So this is my wonky balance leg. Put my arm out to the side for balance. Hinge. Stand. What we don't want is this left hip to roll open, okay? We don't want to do that. So keep everything squared, lower, and stand. Also be really mindful of your front knee. It's going to want to travel in. So you have to really connect to mind and body. Keep your knee open out to the side. That's why I love this movement, because you really have to think about it. And then the last one, sorry, I got lost in my love of stiff-legged deadlifts. Thrusters, woo! Ended with a bang. I wish I didn't have these big weights. Thrusters, a squat to overhead press. Weights at shoulders, squat back and down, drag up to the top. Big power move. Ooh, whew. You're doing 15 of those. Yowza! Rest a minute, back at the top, go through 4 times. Have a great workout.